Oil stalls as U.S. is said to fear China pushback in trade talks. Bloomberg Oil's rally stalled after some U.S. officials were said to fear a Chinese pushback in trade negotiations between the world's two largest energy consumers. Futures were little changed at the close in New York after erasing earlier gains as new concerns over the trade talks cast a shadow over the outlook for global growth and demand for crude. China has been the real driver behind oil demand globally for the last decade, and if that is turned off, it is going to make people very nervous, said Michael Lynch, president of Strategic Energy Economic Research in Winchester, Massachusetts. Oil has gained about 30% this year as the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies reduced production to avert a global glut on the back of record-high U.S. output. American sanctions. That was evident Tuesday morning, as oil began the day gaining but failed to break through the $60 mark. There was some technical trading, trying to get that push up toward the big round number psychologically at $60, and it failed just short of it, said John Kilduff, partner at Again Capital LLC, a New York hedge fund focused on energy. Read more: crude oil's unlikely to get what it needs to extend rally. West Texas Intermediate for April delivery lost 6 cents to close at $59.03 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Brent for May settled. Oil prices are still being supported somewhat by news that OPEC and its partners will carry on with supply cuts for the time being. A committee of the so-called OPEC Plus group on Monday recommended canceling a planned ministerial meeting in April, saying it would be too soon to determine whether the output cuts should continue into the second half of the year. The change in timing. Russian Energy Minister Alexander Novak said current prices are acceptable to both consumers and producers and that it will take a wait-and-see approach on the supply curbs. While there's Meanwhile, nationwide crude inventories in the U.S. are forecast to have risen by 1.75 million barrels in the week to March 15, according to a Bloomberg survey of analysts before government data due Wednesday. With assistance from James Thornhill, Alex Longley, and Tsuyoshi Inajima. For more articles like this, please visit us at Copyright 2019 Bloomberg LP.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.